Now, in the beginning, there was a lot of work on my plate every day at the end of the day. And then I had an aha moment. Story time. This is a story back from when I first transitioned from being the one that just ran the machines to the one that was planning the work, handing out the work, doing the programming, and all of the logistics side of things. And what it originally started to look like was, well, I realized there was not enough time in my day to plan all the upcoming work and get all the quotes done. So I started taking blueprints home, and then I started programming parts at home, doing the tooling research at home. And before I knew it, I had a full-time job during my day where I was handling all the logistics in the shop and who's doing what work, helping people troubleshoot setups and the runs that they were running. And I was starting to get burnt out, and I was griping to my manager. And I was like, Paul, man, like there's so much to do. Like, how am I supposed to get it all done? I want to make sure the parts get out on time. I want to make sure we do it as efficiently as possible and improve our margins. What do I do? And he looked at me and he's like, Arthur, have you asked Dan what he can offer? And I looked at him. Honestly, before Paul said something, I hadn't thought about it. So I sent Dan an email and said, hey Dan, I'm trying to find a tool to do this. What can you offer? We had a conversation. He ended up directly connecting me to the technical rep at OSG. And that was the beginning of my building of relationships to work and to troubleshoot and to get guaranteed trial offers and test tools. And it was all thanks to my manager. The first time I was setting up to have one of the reps come to our site, I had like this nagging fear in the back of my mind that it was going to cost me money. So I asked the guy on the phone and I was like, man, does this service cost any money for you to come to the site and to help me troubleshoot? Because I thought it was so valuable, right? Like that I was willing to get the company to pay for it. I just wanted to get clearance ahead of time. And he laughed. He's like, no, Arthur, it doesn't cost anything. And it was just the beginning of the realization that distributors, tooling suppliers, manufacturers, and customers really just, we're all partners to help make this world turn. I mean, there's nothing in your homes that haven't been touched by manufacturing in some way, shape, or form. Even those handmade items, chances are you use tools that were manufactured at one point. And so when I transitioned to working to a distributor 8 years later, I really brought that with me and introducing it to all the companies I work for to really make sure that everyone that I worked with knew what was possible. Guaranteed trial offers, demos, tests, sample tools, programming support from the tooling manufacturers, and really enrolling the tooling manufacturers to get the best solution. And so working with the companies that I work with, I always touch on the partnership side of things because it's about keeping your costs low. I just want to make sure that your spindles keep turning and earning.